Good morning, everybody. It's Bob. So, today I'm going to talk about a couple of interesting things that are happening in the Philippines, at least in my general area and a couple other areas too. Uh, for the last 2 or 3 days, the National Grid of the Philippines has decided to um, basically shut down different substations, uh, rolling blackouts, or as they're called here, brownouts, uh, in my area and a couple other areas in the Philippines because of overload issues. And the reason they're getting those is because over the last month and a half, there's been a pretty bad heat wave here. Now, normally during this time of year, probably get to about 95. And this is what they consider summertime. It's been getting warmer than that, 100 plus in a lot of areas. It's even gotten to about a 101, I think, here where I'm at. But the dew points um, are crazy too because they're up around 80 degrees. So everybody's been using aircon and businesses, and it's just been putting a strain on the system. So in the afternoons, they've been shutting down power. Now it kind of sucks because I'm leading to believe the other day when we lost internet, not power, internet, it may have been because of the heat, because it's in direct sunlight, and the sun here is extremely strong, and it probably overheated the box and cut and damaged it. Or it could have been, like I said, a short and caused a small fire and damaged the junction box. Either way, we lost internet. And now we're losing not only internet, but power because the grids are being compromised because of excess loads. So now, every day, usually between the hours of 2 or 3 in the afternoon till anywhere between 5 in the afternoon till 10 o'clock at night, they're shutting down power, and you're in blackout, and it's hot. These buildings are concrete with no insulation, so the heat from the sun just goes right through, and the walls are super hot. So it's very warm wherever you go here. And now some senators are calling for an investigation into the company due to them mysteriously just shutting down these plants. I think last year there was like 3 or 4 plants that shut down, because of, the situations. It gets warm here at this time of year. This year, something like almost like 20, something like that. I forget what the numbers are. There's been a significant increase this year. So what I ended up doing now, and I'm waiting for it, I think it's going to be arriving today. I ordered backup power for the Wi-Fi, so I don't have to worry about that. Wi-Fi is very convenient for my job, and it's very convenient for entertainment, but it's not necessary for me. I was raised without internet, Gen X, so it makes it an inconvenient time. But it's the girlfriend who's 30. She's pretty much been raised on internet, so it she has a little bit more hard time with it and adjusting. So for me, it's just more of an inconvenience. So what we need to do is what I'm thinking about doing is getting an additional alternate power unit for our refrigerator just to have, because they have no idea when this is going to end. It's going to keep going every day um, until the temperatures go down and the demand goes down. So we've already been warned. And here's another thing too, with the electric companies, not just the one I mentioned, but pretty much all of them around here, is that they don't necessarily give you a big warning that they're going to turn stuff off. The one company I mentioned yesterday, they said they were going to shut down at 3 was their initial statement on Facebook, and that's how they get the message out on Facebook. But then they shut it down early. And Wednesday, they said that they were going to turn off power, turn it back on by, I think it was from 7 to 8, and then it went to 7 to 9, and then it went to 7 and 10, and they just didn't give you enough time to prepare. And they do that. Even the water companies here, they do the same thing. Got a bunch of kids coming, so yeah, it's making for an interesting time here. So if you're coming here and you're coming to Luzon or Visayas, those are the two hardest impacted areas with these rolling blackouts or brownouts. Be prepared. Again, there is no timeline for how long they're going to keep doing this. Have plan in place. I wouldn't necessarily say avoid them, but just let it be known that it's happening. And then again, if the demand isn't high, then they won't shut it off. But then they don't tell you, so you're sitting around in anticipation, waiting for power to go out because they said it was going to go out, and then there's no notification that it's not going to go out. So it's just how they run things here. Same thing with the water company. On occasion, they may give you a heads up, but for the most part, all of a sudden you have no water, and you look on Facebook and they say maintenance being done. It'll be down for 2 hours or whatever. They don't prepare you. We've even had an issue where they shut it down for almost a whole day, and there was no warning, so we had no backup water to use facilities and things, if you know what I mean. It happens, but I still love it here. I love the life. I love the peace. I know, again, I'll get crap in the comments. Don't care. Yeah, I love it here. Just a few little, anomalies when it comes to things like that. You miss the States because they'll give you at least a chance to, prepare. Here they don't. You're pretty much screwed. So there's my venting for the day. And I hope everybody has an enjoyable weekend. And because it is Saturday when I'm recording this, couldn't record last night because, well, no power. And I wanted to save my phone battery. So hopefully that arrives today, that Wi-Fi backup power. Anyways, have a good week. I hope you had a good weekend, and I hope you have a good Monday. And I'll see you guys in the next video.